Have you ever heard of a woman turning into something utterly monstrous? In 1892, in the small village of Tuanake, on a remote island in the Pacific, an incident occurred that still defies explanation. Helene Gigado was a local woman known for her herbal knowledge and healing abilities. She was well respected and trusted by her neighbors, often treating their ailments with her remedies. However, whispers of strange occurrences and disappearances began to circulate. Pets went missing, and people started falling mysteriously ill. The turning point came when several villagers reported seeing Helene in a state of trance, chanting incomprehensible words under the moonlight. She would emerge from the forest with a wild look in her eyes, clutching strange herbs and animal bones. Soon after, more villagers fell ill, some dying under suspicious circumstances. As fear spread, a local healer accused Helene of being a witch and transforming into a beast to poison the villagers. Tensions reached a boiling point when a young girl disappeared, and Helene was the last person seen with her. The villagers, driven by panic and rage, captured Helene and demanded a confession. Under intense questioning, Helene admitted to using her herbal knowledge to become one with the spirits of the forest. She described how she would enter a trance and feel herself transform, gaining the power to control life and death. The villagers, horrified by her confession, executed her, believing they had vanquished the source of their suffering. In the aftermath, the illnesses and disappearances ceased, but the mystery remained. Was Helene truly transforming into a monstrous entity, or was she a misunderstood healer whose knowledge was beyond the villagers' comprehension? The tale of Helene Gigado remains an eerie reminder of how fear and superstition can blur the line between human and monster, leaving us to wonder about the true nature of the darkness that resides within. In 1934, the bustling city of New Orleans became the backdrop for a chilling and enigmatic transformation that left a mark on the city's dark folklore. Dr. Charles Levitt was a well-known physician, respected for his medical expertise and compassionate nature. He was often seen making house calls and treating the poor for little to no fee. However, his benevolent image took a sinister turn one fateful night. Reports began to circulate about patients experiencing severe nightmares and waking up with strange bite marks after being treated by Dr. Levitt. The whispers grew louder when several of his patients died under mysterious circumstances, their bodies found with unexplained wounds resembling animal attacks. The city was gripped with fear and curiosity. The breaking point came when a local woman, Mrs. Florence Turner, claimed she saw Dr. Brock Levitt transform into a wolf-like creature in her own home. She described how his eyes glowed with a feral intensity, his teeth elongated, and his hands turned into claws. Terrified, she managed to escape and alert the authorities. Dr. Levitt was apprehended and brought to trial. Despite his calm demeanor and rational explanations, more witnesses came forward with similar accounts of his transformations and violent outbursts. Under the weight of mounting evidence and public hysteria, Dr. Levitt confessed to having an uncontrollable urge that would overtake him, causing him to black out and awaken with no memory of his actions. He was sentenced to life in an asylum, where he continued to claim innocence, insisting that a dark force was at play. The asylum staff reported strange occurrences, such as hearing growls at night and finding claw marks on the walls of his cell. Dr. Levitt's case remains a haunting mystery. Was he truly a man cursed to transform into a beast, or was he suffering from a severe psychological disorder that drove him to monstrous acts?